What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. This is Crispy Cody with the Crispy Reviews podcast. We are amped today because there is so much news to talk about that occurred over the weekend. We had prior music festivals that happened this past weekend, such as Sting Music Festival, Elements Music Festival, and Outside Lands Music Festival as well. We're going to be covering all three of those music festivals. Secondly, we're going to talk about the Olympics and the bands that got to close that ceremony. And then we had 3 music festival announcements today, which is huge because it's a Monday. Usually we get this stuff on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. So buckle in, get ready, because here we go. On to the first thing. Music festivals that happened over the weekend. Thing Music Festival in Washington State happened over this past weekend at Remlinger Farms. Really interesting. I never heard of this place before, Remlinger Farms. They actually host a lot of concerts in the summer. We got Mount Joy coming over there. We've got Buddy Guy with Mr. Chris Stone, Kingfish Ingram. Hey, Mr. Blues Daddy. Love him. We got Chromeo with the Midnight as well, which is super sick. That's awesome. And then Jungle, they're on a big tour in September. And Goose, we got Goose, amazing jam band. And then finishing out the year with Goth Babe. I mean, this place seems to be booking some really amazing acts and artists. I'd really like to know who's behind all of this and stuff. So this is all new to me at least. But anyways, Remlinger Farms. We're going to share this one now. This is what happened over the weekend with Thing Music Festival. We had St. Vincent, Tori Moa, Spoon, Killer Mike, Ethel Kane, Earl Sweatshirt, Shaky Graves, Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Arlo Parks, Blind Pilot, Vacations. A lot of really good bands on this lineup, right? So, zooming down real fast. We had Friday. We had Say She. We had Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Shaky Graves, Spoon, and St. Vincent playing on that day. Everybody seems to enjoy this place. It's a smaller kind of festival too, as you can tell from the size here in this video. It seems very family friendly. They have like a theme park and stuff like that that's there. There's petting zoos and all this stuff. It's already established at this farm. And I guess they just started doing concerts and stuff. It must have been within the past few years. So I think it's great that they made an investment into the concert scene. What I was reading online, though, the small town that it's located in isn't that too fond of this happening, even though it's boosting their economy and stuff. So, there's always the duality of politics in that. But, I think it's great that there's a festival that's in a location where it's kind of rural, kind of not. And there's a lot to see and do. It's a smaller festival, lots of offerings, great place. So, yeah, it looked like everybody had a blast at this music festival, even though it's a smaller one. So on Saturday, we had Military Gun, Vacations, Arlo Parks, Killer Mike, Ethel Kane, and Toro y Moi. Amazing stack Saturday. Love that. And then Sunday, we have a number of artists that are here with Blind Pilot, Earl Sweatshirt, and Black Pumas ending it out. So really good festival. Again, it looks like everybody had a great time at this music festival. So lots to do, lots to see, lots of sponsors. Just overall an amazing looking fun time in a farm setting in Washington State. Looks beautiful. I wish I could have gone. And if you got to go to this music festival, hit me up on my email address, which is crispyreviews2020@gmail.com. Again, crispyreviews2020@gmail.com. And tell me about your experience here at this music festival, because it looks like it's fun. It's very fun, family friendly, with the petting zoos and the little roller coasters. They even have a zip line. Like, come on. This is like the most ultimate summer music festival I've ever seen. Let's move on to this one. Yes. All right. So, Elements Music Festival. This one took place over the weekend as well. This is in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Let me show you the lineup first, actually. lineup. Here we go. So this lineup, here we are with Millennium, Cascade, Green Velvet, Liquid Stranger, Excision, Slander, Closey, LS Dream, Barclay Crenshaw, Dr. Fresh, Troy Boy. We got Chris Lake with Clune. We got Subtronics, the Disco Biscuits, G Jones, and many others on this lineup as well. It's very EDM centric. And yeah, overall, this music festival started off really rough. Debbie, the hurricane that passed through here in Florida, the remnants of it made its way up the east coast of the United States, and it actually did a number on this festival. It flooded it out, and a lot of people were really upset, and it looked like it was going to be rough or canceled or something was going to happen. I'm not sure, but they paid attention. They did what they could for everything for the festival to continue. Of course, considering everybody's safety and everything as well too. So yeah, this festival still carried on, and it looks like it was still a blast for everyone to enjoy. So here's some highlights. I don't know who is playing in this, but obviously the aesthetics are really awesome. Nightlife is fun. Clubbing in the forest. I mean, come on, what more could you ask for? We got some other big stage. Look at that big, beautiful stage there. I love the art on it and everything too. Everyone's just having a great time at this music festival, Elements Music Festival. Here's some more highlights here. People just enjoying life. Music festival scenes are absolutely bonkers. Everybody is so accepting and loving and caring. It's great. Behind the decks. There he goes, popping off. All right. Again, I'm glad that the music festival was able to continue despite the flooding and everything that happened in the beginning. I believe that was like Thursday or Friday where that took place. And yeah, I'm just really glad that they were able to continue the festivities, and the rain drained really quickly and the flooding disappeared really fast, thankfully. So usually that kind of happens though whenever it's like a really thick, heavy, and you don't really have any other rain in the forecast after that. Usually those flood waters will disappear pretty quickly. But everybody says really great things about this festival, and it looks like everybody had a really great time. So awesome to see that. And again, if you went to Elements Festival out in Pennsylvania, hit up my email address. I'd like to talk with you and have an interview. It's crispyreviews2020@gmail.com. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes. We have Outside Lands, which occurred over this weekend as well. This was the big commercial music festival that's out in San Francisco, California. This is their schedule that occurred on Friday. So looks like a lot of people had an awesome time at this music festival too. And if you couldn't make it to this one, they also were live streaming it over Amazon as well. So yeah, we had headliners, The Killers, Griffin, Daniel Caesar. We had Renee Rapp. We had Jungle, Knock 2, Young the Giant, Mind Chatter. We also had Shabuzi, Snake Hips, Japanese House, The Last Dinner Party. Yeah, I'm reading this in reverse order, actually. My bad. So it started at 12 noon and it goes till 10 p.m. midnight. So yeah, there you go. Lemon Twigs kicked off the day with Real Estate following after them. And The Last Dinner Party, Snake Hips, Shabuzi, all of that stuff there. So great stuff. Looks awesome. So moving on to Saturday. Here's Shabuzi here. I know he's coming up pretty big. I think he does like a mix of genres where it's like hip hop / country. Yeah, so he had a really great performance. Oh, actually, that was quite bad in person. Who actually spent money on this lineup, this trash lineup? Haters are gonna hate. So I disagree. I think this is a decent lineup with the Killers and everything. So Saturday, we have this is the set times for this day. We had Binky, we had K Flay, we have Emil and the Sniffers. Shout out Emil and the Sniffers. We had Rami, Fletcher, Schoolboy Q, Starfucker. We have Grace Jones, Men I Trust, Channel Trace, Chris Lake, the Postal Service, and Sabrina Carpenter. Again, I think this was Sabrina Carpenter's headlining set. Like, I think this is her first time headlining, and it went over really well. A lot of people were happy with it. She came out and performed with Sabrina Carpenter. Here she is. I just found me a bread and box in action. Yeah. And what do you know? You ain't had time to worry. So many for that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these guts are gonna walk all over you. Cool. So they covered that song there. That's pretty awesome that they did that. Nancy Sinatra's Boots Are Made for Walking. So that's fun. That looked like it was a good set. Sunday, we have closing out. Sema Funk opening things off. We have Wisp, Chappelle Roan. What's with the hats? I wonder what that means. Is that like because it's country? They have some country. Interesting. I like that they did that. That looks fun. Bad Bad Not Good on there. Awesome jazz band. Killer Mike, Teddy Swims, Ben Howard, TV Girl, Post Malone. Oh, I guess he performed before Sturgill Simpson. Interesting. I wonder how that went over. K Tronada, Slow Dive. So a lot of awesome bands ending the festival for the day. Chappelle Roan attracting the crowd. Look at this. Looks like a sea of ants. It's hard to believe that this is a photo of people, dude. All these people in one area just to see Chappelle Roan. She is such a huge knockout in the music industry. It's insane. We got Killer Mike. Hey, Killer Mike. He's amazing. You got to check him out if you ever get a chance, or if you did get to see him, definitely let me know how that set was. I bet it was amazing. There's K Tronada on the decks. Awesome stuff. And yeah, they already announced that they're planning to return next year in 2025, August 8th through the 10th. So that's really great. Awesome stuff. And looking forward to seeing what that lineup could be. I wonder who it could be. We'll have speculations, talk, and videos in the near future as well. So, Outside Lands 2024, awesome time. If you went to this music festival, hit up my email address, crispyreviews2020@gmail.com, so we can have a chat and talk about the amazing time that you had that weekend. It looks like it's just a wonderful music festival. It's still on my list. I want to be able to attend it sometime in the near future. And we're going to move on. So that was the music festivals that happened this weekend. Let's talk about the closing ceremonies from the Olympics in Paris. So one of my favorite bands of all time, Phoenix, they are from France. They got the liberty to be able to perform as the main act for the closing ceremonies. And I am just blown away that they were a part of this and that they were like the people to perform. There's a lot of artists that could like perform that are French, especially a lot of like DJs. So it's amazing that they got the honor to be able to do this. So I'll play a snippet of what they posted on their social media page here. There's the rings. Yeah, so here's the whole, we got some of the band members. There's a Zara from Vampire Weekend. He was there too. He made an appearance. So it's great to see Indy in the forefront of everything, man. Like honestly, this is bigger than the Super Bowl for America. For this band to be able to have that type of uh, public eyes on them, I think it's honestly amazing. So I'm gonna share this tab here. This is some of the performance from the closing ceremony. Oh man, I'm honestly just like taken back right now, just how big this moment is for this band. And I just love Phoenix so much. Like they just instill this type of feeling in me of just eternal happiness. It actually just made me tear up just now watching that video and seeing everybody react and just live in the moment for a moment and celebrate life that we have together. And this band doing this is just huge. This is bigger than any band to perform at a Super Bowl. This is the world. All of the eyes of everybody in the entire world had their eyes on Phoenix here, that was watching the closing ceremony. And what a huge honor for that band to be able to have that moment and be able to perform for the masses. And they deserve every ounce of recognition. They've put in the work, they've put in the time. And yeah, it's just awesome that they were like the representers of France, and their music definitely stands the test of time forever and always, I feel. So had to share that. I was super excited. After that moment, they had to pass off the flag, and the flag made it over to America. And then there was a ceremony over here in America to celebrate the fact that the Olympics is going to be held here in Los Angeles, California. And the performers was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And we also had a few other people that was there performing as well. I believe it was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, who also got to play for this moment of announcing that 2028, America is going to be hosting the Olympics. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there and everything. But yeah, I was just really blown away at the fact that Phoenix was the closing band for the Olympics. Like there's so many bands that could, close the Olympics. And for Phoenix to have that honor to represent their country because that's where they're from, it's huge and amazing. Words can't even fathom the fact of how much love that I have for that band, and them being able to have that moment is just beyond special. All right, so that happened over the weekend. And lastly, today we have some epic new news that I would like to talk about. The epic new news is new music festivals that have been announced as of today. And we're going to start it off big with, we have right here Rolling Loud 10-year anniversary lineup, Miami, Florida, happening at the Hard Rock Stadium, December 13th through the 15th at the end of this year. Wow. For the hip hop community, this is huge. The exclusive pre-sale with Google Pay starts this Wednesday, the 14th at 11 a.m. All other tickets are going to be for sale as of this Friday. And look at this lineup. They already gave us the day by day. So that's amazing. We've got Future headlining on Friday. Saturday, we have Travis Scott, and Sunday, Playboi Carti. Some of the biggest names, or something along those lines. But I would say for a 10-year anniversary for Rolling Loud, this is really good. And the undercard is very stacked with amazing artists. I know Yeet is a really big one right now. Metro Boomin. They just, Future and Metro Boomin played like a set together at Lollapalooza, not this past weekend, but the weekend prior to this. There was Little Yachty, Trippie Redd, Tyga, Lil Tecca, Rick Ross. A lot of really big names here. Big X the Plug, Don Tolliver on Saturday, Kodak Black, Sexy Red, Ski Mask the Slump God, Lil TJ, Nile Choppa, yeah, Sheck West on there too. And then Sunday we got Little Baby, we got Bryson Tiller, we got Ken Carson, Polo G, Denzel Curry, our boy from Florida. Heck yeah. Destroy Lonely, Shabuzi. He's that guy that was just on the Outside Lands Fest. We were just looking at him a moment ago. So he's on here. That's pretty awesome that he's announced for this music festival and gets this opportunity. So, yeah, this is your 2024 Rolling Loud 10-year anniversary lineup. Pretty big stuff. Let me know in the comments and stuff what you think of the Rolling Loud lineup for this year. Is it mid? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. Was it not your expectations that you were hoping for? Obviously, I was expecting like maybe one other really big name. I know Future's huge and done a lot for the community, but for this level of music festival, I feel like they could have easily gotten Drake or somebody, of that stature to be able to come in and headline. But Travis Scott, Playboi Carti, those are really big names. So I think it's a big win for Miami itself and Rolling Loud. I think this is definitely going to sell out fast. So definitely be ready to purchase those tickets on Friday, or at least put a down payment for the pre-sale and everything like that too. So that way you got your tickets locked in and you're definitely going to be able to attend this festival at the Hard Rock Stadium, Miami. Moving on, next festival to announce, FYA Fest 11. This is a hardcore metal music festival. And we got Foundation, Nails, Mind Force, Terror, Blistered, Fury, Kids Like Us, Goloids, the Mongoloids, Alienator, Bad Beat. So if you know any of these names, it's going to be a wild time at this music festival here. It's really heavy, very hardcore. Expect it to be just an entire mosh pit the entire time. And I believe that there is some bands that are getting back together for this performance, such as Kids Like Us and Foundation. So big news. I think it's amazing. And it's happening in Tampa, Florida next year, 2025, January 4th and 5th. It's crazy. We already have a festival announcement for next year. So we're already circling around to that beginning of the next year where we can start talking about, next year's festivals and stuff. We'll have a couple episodes where we're going to do some speculation and stuff for the bigger named fests, such as like Shaky Knees and, Bonnaroo and a few other ones. So yeah, but FYA Fest with a banger lineup here. If you're into the hardcore music scene, this is definitely something you're going to want to attend. Again, these tickets they sell out so fast for this show. I know that for a fact. And you're definitely going to get your tickets in advance. They're probably all right. Next and last festival that was announced today was Shaquille O'Neal's Bass All-Star Festival. We have this happening in Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. And so expect DJ Diesel, who is Shaquille O'Neal, with a lot of amazing acts here. We got Nightmare, there's Dirt Monkey, we got Peekaboo, all these other artists that are on here too. So it's only on Saturday, November 16th. I think that's going to be a really great show for EDM heads who are ready to just rock out to the bass and just bang their head and enjoy the music and have a really good time. So yeah, and that's all the announcements that happened for the day. So let me know which music festival that you're most excited for in the comments below. Let me know if you attended any music festivals this year. Hit up my social medias, or you can hit up my email address, crispyreviews2020@gmail.com. And I think that's going to do it for me today. And I'll see you on the next episode.